Dr. Pat, welcome. こんばんは.
こんばんはครับสวัสดีครับ Hello
สวัสดีค่ะ
everybody. Actually my real name is Utain Butarana, but I'm doing well with Patrick. Yeah, so just call me Patrick. No need to call me doctor. I don't like being called doctor.
Okay, okay, that is no problem. Yeah, so tell the people that we've got in our audience today a little about yourself. As we know, you are Patrick Rangsimant is your pen name. Tell us about yourself and your connection with BL.
Okay. So actually, I am a general neurologist. I am a doctor of the brain, but I also the independent writer. How could I start introducing myself? I started writing since 2013. So now it's like 10, 11 years already. Uh, Most of my book adapt into a TV series, but you can see three of them are Wake Up Ladies, which is not the BL, and My Right I Love You, which is BL, and The 7 Days Before Valentine, which is not BL, but it's about the life. But however, the protagonist is a gay guy. So most of my BL write about the neurology disease and uh, meaning of life, I think.
Okay, okay. So yeah, I was really interesting because I have no professional background at all, but I love psychology. So I like how you mix psychology and neurology and BL. So talk to us a bit more about how you get neurology into your stories.
Yeah. Those time when I start writing a BL novel, a wise person once told me that if you do something that the authors are already good at, you can never win. So in the BL novel market, there are many writers who's excellent at writing romance and NC scenes. So I can never be better than them. So, and I will never stand out if I write the same type of the novel as they do. So therefore, I decided to choose to write something that I'm good at, which is neurology. But as you see, most of the how could I say among the BL novel writer, among the Thai BL novel writer, I am one of the few gay writers in Thailand. So most of the writers in this genre are women, right? Therefore, my perspective aims to reflect the voice from the community, and the protagonists in all of my story are gay, not straight men. So I think that make me a little different from the market. So that's why I am still not famous yet in Thailand.
So you're famous for me. You're famous for me.
Thank you very much.
You already know I love your work. So you touched on something that's very interesting because in the international community, I think in Japan, the audience is mainly female. In Thailand, the audience is mainly female. But in the international community, we have a lot of gay men in who are watching BL, right? So what do you think about the fact that tell me a bit about the fact that your protagonists are gay as opposed to straight men in some BL who just happen to like a man. Let's talk about that for a minute.
Actually, I don't believe in, how could I say? I don't believe in gay or straight. I think their gender is like fluid.
Okay.
So in this moment, if you fall in love if you are a guy and you fall in love with the other guy, yeah, you may be gay. But who knows? In the next month, you meet a cute girl and you fall for her. You may be back to the straight man. So, um, I think in the near future, it's not the female love to male or male love to male or female. It will be a person love, one person fall in love to the other person. So actually, I support the idea that the the female writer wrote it. That you may read in many books that I am a guy, but I love you. I love just only you, right? You, I think most of you. Actually, I support this statement, but as you say, from in the international. There's a lot of people in community, gay, bisexual, who love watching BL series and love reading BL novel. So I try to write something for them. Something that the protagonist is not the straight man who just turned to be gay. I write about the gay person who fall in love with the other gay person, or a gay person who fall in love with the straight man. I think because I am gay, I think the attitude of the protagonist is still on the logic.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so you have a unique perspective of, BL writers. So let's talk a bit about your dramas, your CVY.
Ah,
We have My Ride, and then we've got my 7 Days Before Valentine on the border of what we call in Japan BL and LGBT. We've
mhm.
got that one. So let's talk about those. Let's talk a bit about the changes between the book and the drama
Ah,
because My Ride is quite different from the book. I feel like 7 Days is pretty close, but My Ride is quite different. We've got whole other characters and we've got a gender change for Nadia. Nadia was a guy in the book, right?
yeah,
Big burly guy.
yeah,
And
like
Nadia's a small girl, right? So let's
oh,
talk about changes from the book to the drama.
okay, from those two BL series, from my view, um, my right I love you changed the character, but it's not a major change. But for the 7 Day Before Valentine, they changed the name, they changed the point of view, they changed many parts. So let's start from the my right I love you, especially the gender of Nadia. Actually, when I found out that Nadia had to be changed to a woman, okay, to be honest, I feel disappointed. Originally, I wrote Nadia as a power bottom and wanted to present this image to the readers and their audiences because you don't often find BL novels where a character is a power bottom, right? So
Mhm.
yeah, I was so disappointed. But on the other hand, I felt challenged and saw a positive perspective as well because gay men and women often become best friend forever, right? I am
Mhm.
gay man and my best friend forever is the girl. And in my story, there was a flaw in not having a female character to be the
Mhm.
protagonist as the best friend forever. So this was a good opportunity to make adjustments also at that time, nah, at that
Mhm.
time, the female characters were often cast as a culprit, a villains in the almost every story, right?
Mhm.
It was refreshing for that time, also this time, to flip the script and have a female character play a good role instead of always being the one trying to steal the guys.
Okay, okay. I get that because it comes up a lot in the international community that specifically Thailand, because Japan and Taiwan are a bit less, but specifically in Thailand, we have evil ex-girlfriend a lot,
Yeah.
right? So I felt like you did, I watched when I first, because I read the book first. And
Um,
I only recently watched My Ride when we got it on Rakuten.
uh-huh.
So yeah, I when I first saw her appear, I didn't know ahead of time, and I was like, "Why is Nadia a girl?"
Hey, you know
Right?
what? Actually, Ging Arya, who's was
Plays the actress, right? Yeah.
he is the she's the person I love the most in the team.
Ah,
Because
okay.
you see everybody in that story start from zero, maybe a little bit positive, and they
Mhm.
do into the positive zone. But for Nong Ping, who is Nadia, she start from negative because people already read.
Ah, yeah. And we know Nadia is this big tough guy,
They
right?
have the same feeling as you. What? Why is why Nadia is the female? So she knows that she starts from the negative zone. She tries a lot. She even work. She even work out time over time, she called me, she discussed with me on the message. How about her attitude of the Nadia? She tried a lot, she listened a lot, and tried to, at first, she tried to convince me to believe that she is Nadia. And actually,
Um,
she did it very well.
yeah, in the end, I don't have any quarrel with her. I was, at the beginning, like everybody's shocked, but yeah. Yeah, okay. So talk to me about the process of taking a show, taking one of your novels and turning it into a show. What is the process like?
In Thailand, if you have the publisher to support you, the publisher will do everything for you. They will contact the producer. They will try to sell the story to the producer. They will review your contract and do blah 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 everything. But as I mentioned, I am the independent writer, so I contact the agency first. I know that on that time, if I want to be famous, I want to people to know my working, it has to be adapted into the TV series. So I contact the agency and say that if there is a producer who looking for the story which is not intense love scene, not like not nipple suckling competition.
Nipple sucking competition. Okay, I remember that.
And because this is a story about how a kind person slowly fall in love with the other kind person. So please, please, please think of me. She said yeah, she will try to making it, and 6 months later she contacted me back that there is a small production house interested to adapt your book. We have a meet. So the first meeting is like in the just in the food court of the department store, but I decided to sign the contract, and after that a year the first episodes released without telling me. But it's still be nice. It's still be nice to know them. It's still be nice to watch it. Uh, about the process. But after that, after the first series, My Right I Love You, I become a little bit well known in the BL. So the other the other producer maybe contact me, and the second project happened is 7 days before Valentine. But let me tell you, the 7 days before Valentine, this project actually happened in the pub, in the
Okay.
nightclub, because
Uh-huh.
I went there drinking and I met the producer there because we stand next to each other and we like bumping on each other for many times. So okay, avoid to avoid being in the problem, so I introduce myself. Hey, hello, let's share. Okay, my name is Patrick. How are you? And then is the start of our conversation, and I know him, and then he knew me, and he said that he is a producer. He's looking for a good story, which is maybe BL or not. But I introduced him that, hey, if have you ever had the feeling that if I can kill that person, my ex will come back to me? Because I have a story about that.
Oh wow. Yeah, I love 7 days. It's very interesting to me, the combination of the two things, right? I know that this one is about the 5 stages of grief, and so he's trying to bargain his way back into what he wants.
Uh-huh.
But it's very interesting because I've never seen 5 stages of grief done with a relationship and also with death together. So I really do love that combination that you have of the psychological side, right? So we get memory issues in Mystique in the Mirror, which will be coming to out in English soon. Look out for it. Keep your eyes out. It's not out in English yet, but it will be coming out soon.
Yeah.
um, yeah, and we've got trigger warning, a little trigger warning here. We've got suicide ideation in My Last 5 Days.
Uh-huh.
We've got some stuff going on in my imaginary boyfriend that I can't explain without giving away the plot, but I just really love how you mix the psychology and the neurology with your stories, right? Okay, so let's look at your upcoming projects. I know we've got, like I said, we've got Mystique in the Mirror already out in Thai, coming out in English soon. I think you're working on Afterlife for English.
Yes.
What else is going on? Tell me about your books coming out in English.
Oh, the
Any CDY coming out, and tell me what's going on.
Okay, so for the Mystic in the Mirror, you will the English translation, the full book of English translation will be released soon. And the next book I have already finished the translation is Universe.
Universal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But now currently I'm working on the other book. I'm writing the other book, The Devil and Me, which is the next week I will meet the producer and okay presenting about it and keep my finger crossed. I want it to be the TV series. This is the other story that you will love it.
Oh, I
I can
can't
tell
wait.
I can tell you the plot is the story of us a guy who is a loser. He is really he is totally a loser. He lost everything: his job, his money, his family, his dad. So he has no reason to stay in this life. He decided to take it to doing the suicide to take his life down. But I mentioned that he is the loser lord. So he afraid of pain. He cannot. He has no gut to killing himself. So have you ever heard that if you do the contract with the devil you give you the good life, and at the end the devil will come back and get your life.
Yes, take your
Yeah.
soul. Yeah.
So this guy do the contract. So summon the devil and do the contract. When the devil asks that, what do you want? Money, famous, power, anything I can give you. This guy said, I don't want anything. I just want you to kill me without pain. Can you do that for me?
Oh,
And
okay.
the devil is like, oh shit. Because the devil cannot take the life of a person who want to die.
Oh,
This is the this is the major rule for the devil. So he cannot kill this guy. And if this guy die from some any other reason, this devil has to be stay in this world in this earth
oh,
forever.
he gets punished because
Yeah,
the guy
because
didn't.
after
Oh,
the devil summon to this world, he has to fulfill the package so he can go back. Because but now he cannot kill this guy, and so he cannot come back to his home. So it's like he was summoned into a trap. There's only one way out. He has to stay in this world and try to teach this little guy to
how
understand
to
the
have a
meaning
better
of
life.
life. Yeah, to understand the
Oh,
meaning of the life, how beautiful of the life, and when this guy loved his life, so
yeah, the
he
devil could
take
go back.
life. So
Okay.
one can go home and the other one can die as he wishes. So it's like a daily living of the unfortunately devil and a man who wants to die.
Oh, wow. That is really interesting and complex. So I hope that the producers will love it
Fine.
and they will take it and buy it and make us a show. Oh my gosh, I would love to watch that. Wow. Okay, okay. So speaking of your books and your new shows, um I want to talk to you about, tell me if I'm pronouncing this wrong. Leatrice? Is
Hmm?
that right?
Ah,
Okay, yeah, so Leatrice is his new publishing. He's started his own publishing company.
yeah, Leatrice. It's not a new thing. Okay, back to 2019. No, 2018.
Mhm.
Oh no, 2017.
Mhm.
That's the time before the my right
Mhm.
on screen. Okay, I had uh that year the publisher published my book, My Right I Love You. and it's not outsell. It wasn't outsell that
Okay.
time. So I I I knew it, but the 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 publisher didn't tell me about this. So they said that okay, if you have the other story, please send to them.
Mm-hmm.
So I write a new one, which is my imaginary boyfriend.
Oh, I love my imaginary boyfriend. Okay.
I wrote it and I sent to the publisher, and they said that okay, it may take a long time, but we will try reading it. And they let me wait for 6 months
Oh, wow.
without telling me anything. They
Mm-hmm.
didn't tell me anything. Wait, make me wait for 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And they published the other book from the other author who sent it like the last week. So it's like, okay, now I know that. Now I know that you don't publish me. So I have what what can I do? So I send my imaginary boyfriend to the other four publisher, and they
Mm-hmm.
said that this is not this is n- they said that this is not going to be famous. It's
Uh,
they said that there's no NC scene, no kiss scene, and nothing in the BL. Like it's not according to the original BL. Let's say that.
uh,
So they will say that no. So it will be another 6 months for me to hearing the word no, 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 no. So
oh
my
no.
friend, which is the girl, she suggests me that why don't you publish it yourself? So
Oh.
that's why we start Leatrice. At first, it's like my personal publisher, but
Uh-huh.
publish just only my book. But
Uh-huh.
now it's like the heading of my book, which is with the name Leatrice. But this year I decided to okay, after that I sell the license of my imaginary boyfriend to Kadokawa, Japan. And
Oh, okay.
Taiwan. You can see that. Have you ever see the my imaginary boyfriend or Kadokawa edition?
I have not seen the Kadokawa edition. So
Wait a
next
minute.
time I go to a bookstore, I am going to look for the Kadokawa edition because I have to see and take a picture of your book in the store. Right. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's got to look for our Japanese version because he knows I'm in Japan.
Yeah, this is my imaginary
Oh,
boyfriend.
oh, okay. Yeah.
And
This is
also
my
published
favorite
in
of your book.
Taiwan. This is also
Mhm.
in Taiwan.
Okay, yeah.
So,
Wow.
after that, I publish it by myself, and I
Mhm.
hire my friend who is the translator to translate it into English, and
Mhm.
I publish myself. I also publish myself on Amazon,
Mhm.
and the curator from I think the curator from Kadokawa saw it from Amazon, and then
Uh-huh.
me that we would like to contact you about the license of my imaginary boyfriend.
Uh-huh.
I was stunned on that time because I, I told them that this story is not going to be a TV series because no any producers contact me about this. This is just the novel. Are you sure?
Uh-huh.
Are you sure that you want to translate it into Japan and publish it? Because this one is not it's not famous in Thailand. I think that I saw it's just only like 700 copies.
Oh no. I love my imaginary boyfriend so much.
And that is when I come up with the idea that okay, if I'm not famous in Thailand, if the reader in Thailand don't like my story, it's
Mhm.
it's not about me, but it's about I am in the wrong place. So translate it into English, maybe like expanding the reader population, my
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
population. So
Mhm.
after that, I use the letters into my head, and I change the letters into the agency company. From
Ah,
there,
okay.
if Thai writer, the other Thai writer, want to contact with the publisher in the other country and they don't know how to start, they can contact me. I will be their agency
Oh, okay.
to do the international world.
Okay, okay. That's very interesting. I saw when you opened up Leatrice, but I did not know that it had been your own publishing company for your books for all those years. So yeah, good job on that, and I'm glad that you're helping other writers get out to other countries. And I'm glad that you didn't give up on writing a different style of story that is very story focused and heavy on the psychology and neurology, because I personally love that. Okay.
For me,
Mhm.
I love reading the book from. Do you know Robin Cook's right?
I've heard of, yes, but
Uh,
never read.
Robin Cook is the infectious doctor, and
Hmm.
he wrote about like virus
Virus issues,
virus
right? Yeah.
apocalypse or zombie apocalypse, and he wrote it very well because he know a lot in the infectious disease. So I think
Hmm.
that I can be the Robin Cooks in the neurology because I keep researching that the neurologists who are the BL writer, and I found no one.
It's just
I can,
you.
yeah.
That's
So
you.
I am the first one. Oh, this is my opportunity. So let's start from this.
Okay, okay, that's great. I am so glad you started. So now it's June, and for most of the world, it's Pride.
Uh,
Talk to us about Thai Pride, and also talk to us about this exciting time in Thailand where we are on the verge of having a marriage equality law
yeah,
passed in two houses. All we need now is one rewrite and approval by the king. So
yeah.
talk to me about this Pride and this time in general in Thailand.
Okay. The Pride Month and the recent parade were truly monumental compared to the past. When I was a kid, okay, it's like 40 years ago. When I was a kid,
It's
I
not that long. We're the same age. So guys, he's not old. I'm not old. we are exact. We're born in the
when
same year.
when I was a gay kid, when I was a kid, I have to grow up inside the closet. But now I can walk hand in hand with my partner in the middle, like in Siam Center, in Siam Paragon. As I said, I never thought Thailand would reach this point. I never thought that Thailand would reach this point before. So from now on, I can only hope that one day we will move from tolerance to acceptance. Yeah, you may think that Thailand and Bangkok is gay friendly, but in actually, our our society changed from like against to tolerance. Now we are tolerance, and I hope that one day Thai Thai people will change from tolerance into an acceptance, and I will enjoy watching the transform of Thai society. And about the the, the same-sex marriage. Uh, Actually, this is the first time our marriage equality law has come this far. Uh, Previously, many politics party used this campaign for the election campaign, but they never made it true. Honestly, I never expected. When faced with such a progressive like this, I don't even dare to think about what will happen next, but it's exciting and thrilling to witness the change. And for sure, I will definitely marry my partner.
Yeah, I think most of the world has been watching and waiting because for a long time it was only Taiwan. Here in Japan, there's no movement. So it's good to see Thailand, especially everyone have a certain image of Thailand
Alright. Thailand,
finally moving.
if it finished, Thailand will be the third country in Asia.
Right.
The first one is Taiwan, and the next one is Nepal, right?
Nepal,
Uh,
right, yeah.
and but in Thailand, in Bangkok, now we're discussing which country will be the next after us, after we. I
Oh,
on Japan.
I
I bet on Japan.
I think Japan could go either way. Like Japan is interesting because Japan can change in a minute or never change. So we will see. There's been some like petitions of support Supreme Courts recently. So I don't know. We will see. But
Uh,
yes, so I hope we can get that law passed
yeah,
soon and you
I
can
bet
have your
I bet
wedding and
Japan.
you're inviting me. Invite me to your wedding.
Yeah, if it's happened, I have to ask my partner first.
Oh, okay, okay. Right, put a word in for me. Okay. So thank you very much. I'm just looking for questions in our chat. Um somebody wants advice. If someone wants to write a BL novel now, do you have any advice for new BL novel writers?
Uh, Keep writing. And you know what? The the very famous writer once told me that the good novel is the novel that finished writing. If you can finish the writing, it will be good. It's definitely good. So just keep writing. But if you don't know how to start writing, how to start, you may. Okay, have you ever heard about Josh Poti?
No, I don't know.
Josh
Yeah.
Poti is the professor in, I don't know, I heard that he is the professor in the politics science, but he
Mm,
said that there is no new novel in this world. We
mm,
are not writing, we are just rewriting. We are rewriting something with the different character and different word. So you try pick up something, some story that you like the most and try to adapt it. Like if you like Romeo and Juliet, if you change Romeo into a zombie and change the atmosphere into the apocalypse, it will be a warm body. Have you
mm.
ever noticed that? Because the leading character is R, and the female protagonist is Julie, which is Romeo and Juliet. And if you like Pride and Prejudice, you
Mhm.
to change them into the setting of the game and you can write it but change a little details and you will have the new story. Remember, every finishes every finishes BL novel is the good BL story.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah. So just write your story.
yeah.
If you want to write, write.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Patsy, for joining us today. I was randomly reached out to you, and thank you for entertaining me and us at DramaLlama. So we're in DramaLlama. We're hoping to be the future of international BL outside of Asia, mostly representing Asian BL stories. So thank you so much for joining us to talk to people around the world about your novels and about BL. People in the chat are giving you some little applause. And everybody is very excited about your story with the demons. So we are looking forward to all of that. Tell the publisher you have 275 people internationally
Oh wow.
that want to see this story. Okay,
First time in
so
my life. Thank you very much.
so that. Okay. So thank you so much for joining us. Okay. Arigato gozaimasu. Kofunika.
ขอบคุณค่ะ
Thank you
see you
so
next time
much.
นะคะสวัสดีค่ะบ๊ายบายสวัสดีครับ
Bye.